Hello, my dudes. My name is Joanna Cedia. I am 18 years old, and today we're gonna learn about the occult. Cheers. Now, last week I told you all that I would be taking a break from posting this week. However, a bunch of exciting things ended up happening, and I just told myself, you know what, Joanna, you can't let any of this stuff go to waste. So I filmed it, assembled it into something resembling a vlog, and am now serving it to you on a silver platter of disappointment. Before we begin though, I have one quick housekeeping item to deal with. The merch boxes that I released about a month ago will be shipped out sometime early September. I forgot to make this clear in my launch video, but that was just a pre-order, and we're waiting for all of the orders to come in so that we can, donate the money to charity. The funds will be donated to charity sometime around early September also. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But anyways, as I said before, I'm here to entertain you all with a couple anecdotes, if you will, of my time here in Brazil. Stories to tell your insolent children in the middle of the night when your stupid husband doesn't come home because he has a meeting with Becky the intern. So without further ado, I present to you all the Chronicles of John Cena.
Hello, my dudes. I bring you this footage from the top of the city park here in Niterói, Brazil. We came to visit my aunt. This park is at the top of a very steep mountain. To get here, we had to go up this ramp. Honestly, it got me terrified. It was so steep. I hated it. The car literally struggled to get up the ramp. I don't understand how that's even possible. And we're so high up too that my ears are stuffed. Physics, please explain that. We're just here enjoying the view, I'm having a tough time here because we're so high up. It's a bit too much for me. I don't know if you can see that, but whoa. Yesterday we passed by here and there were people paragliding. I don't know what brand of insane you have to be to even agree to go along with that, but you know what? I'm not gonna judge.
I would like to make it known right now that I am absolutely, positively terrified of heights. I don't usually make that much of a scene about it, but for some reason it was atop that mountain that I realized how much I loathe heights. It was quite pathetic, to be frank with you. What if the wind blew me off the precipice and I fell down the hill, never to be seen again? My parents, though, they were okay. They were literally mocking me. I've never had anxiety that bad. Anyways, when I worked up the courage to actually stand on 2 feet and walk away from the edge of doom, we hopped into our dinky little rented car and drove into the heart of Rio. The plan was to return to my grandmother's house, the house I'm currently in, and have lunch. However, we were more than hungry at this point, and the prospect of having to cook lunch for ourselves was a little too much to swallow. Something else that I need to mention is that very morning, my mother woke up with a pest in her bowels, a stomach bug. She woke up, said, "Oh, truffles, I'm having tummy troubles," and came to the conclusion that she wouldn't be eating anything too heavy that day. So we did the most rational and sensible thing we could possibly do in this situation. We went to a chicken restaurant. What? It's food if you're in a rut. What do? You turn to food, of course. The chicken here was literally from another planet. It was crunchy, crispy, a little crinkly, and very skimpy. My mother forgot the literal earthquakes going on in her bread basket and sank her foot into the mud. We were doing the most here and not holding back. We met the devil, shook his hand, and struck up a business deal right after he showed us the 7 levels of hell. I ate this wonderful chicken parmigiana, and let me tell you, I'm gonna have to get up for this one. I love cheese. Cheese is literally the best thing on this planet. Give me some brie, mozzarella, parmesan, and I'll be good for the next decade. And if you think I'm exaggerating, test me again, idiot, because I will end you. But yes, the chicken was amazing. My mother also ordered this broccoli rice, which was unfortunately abysmal, but we won't get into that. Some legumes, and some more legumes. And again, all the food was amazing, but that rice was disappointing. It was just so sad. Who hurt you? Anyways, once that was over with, we were full, but not really. We were 3/4 full. There was a room in the back with a bedroom, 2 bathrooms, 3 kitchens, 7 toilets, 5 living rooms, and a balcony overlooking sand. Just miles of that stuff. What I'm trying to say here is that we ate ice cream, okay? Lots of it. I almost exploded, but it was worth it. 10 out of 10 stomach bugs it was rated on that Monday. There were 3 scoops of ice cream in that little pot. I've never done that before, and I don't regret it. It was amazing. I love fire. What? When we got home, we put our stuff down and thought, what are we gonna do for the rest of the day? So my mother and I decided to go to the mall and have nothing less than a fest. Let me tell you, that was the day that my wallet suffered the most. My dad also decided to tag along, but I don't really know why he did that because he just ended up dragging himself everywhere we went. But either way, I went ham. I tried on a lot of stuff. Stuff I definitely didn't need, certainly, but it was fun nonetheless. It was also here that I put one of my skills to good use. You know when you enter a clothing store and those pesky and annoying salespeople flock towards you and proceed to lecture you on the sales of the day? Well, I've become quite proficient at walking into stores and putting on an ugly face all because I don't want to deal with that kind of nonsense. My mother calls me rude, but I call myself convenient. Anyways, I ended up only buying 4 things. They're quite questionable, and I honestly bought them just because they made me laugh. I'm going to put on a fashion show now, and you're going to watch it. I bought 2 shorts, and each of them have different stitching on them. This one has a leopard on it, and it's really intimidating. And this one has a lizard on it, and it reminded me of how Justin Bieber could possibly be a lizard person. If I was your lizard, I'd never let you go. I would eat all the flies that fly around your home. And if any other reptile tried to eat your precious crickets, I'd burn them to a crisp and turn them into leather jackets. The other cool thing about these 2 shorts that I bought was that pre-existing jeans gave birth to them, if you know what I mean. Someone went, found old jeans, cut them up, stitched this on them, and sold them to me. Next up, these insane lace-up white platform shoes. Now, this is one of those things where I saw it in the store and I just thought to myself, hey, I need that. Now, will I ever wear this? Of course not. Actually, that's debatable. I'll wear it around the house. I'll wear it to take out the trash. See, Mom, it was a good purchase. And finally, this one is quite the doozy. I bought this pair of heels. Now, I think it's known that I make questionable fashion choices. I mean, I'm no fashion icon, so I really do think the fool here is he who thinks this is a strange purchase in the realm of Joanna Cedia. This speaks for itself. This is absolutely necessary. How do you live without this? Anyways, at that point, it was already dinner time, and not gonna lie, I didn't get much footage of this because we had a dinner party, so I ended up getting caught up in all of our shenanigans instead. See, I told you this video was bad. Regardless, I filmed this. Do what you want with it, whether it be saving it, writing a dissertation about it, burning it, sending it to the FBI, etc. At the end of the day, I had lots of fun, and everyone was super nice. But let's be frank here. I was there for one thing and one thing only. The food. I ate a bit of everything, let me tell you. What? I'm on my break, dingbat. I get to eat whatever I want to. I ate kibs, which are essentially meat mixed with flour and deep fried in a pot of fatty disappointment. I also ate a little something called a cheese pastel. After that was all over and done with, my parents and I jumped into our little car and drove home, where we slept in until 10 a.m. the next morning and woke up all freaked and frazzled.
Good morning. It's literally 10 a.m. I've never done that. And not to mention, I had the most tumultuous night of all time. Let me tell you what happened. So, my parents and I were all sleeping in the same room, right? Because my grandmother's house is kind of tiny. So we all need to cram into the same room. They love to just turn on the air conditioning to Arctic levels during the night. But guess what? It was too cold and I couldn't handle it. I started sneezing. My nose was running. It was a mess. So then I took my pillow and my blanket and I went to go sleep on the sofa. I fell asleep. I don't even remember anything after that. But here's the catch. I woke up this morning in my bed again, as if I'd never fallen asleep on the sofa. What? How did that happen? And not to mention, guess what happened? I woke up this morning with tummy troubles. That's right. I caught my mother's stomach bug. I'm gonna go eat breakfast now because I'm hungry. See you.
But anyways, that's it, my dudes. I'm sorry this video doesn't have much substance to it. It's really all that I was able to film, so I hope that you enjoyed it. This is my last week here in Rio, so I'm gonna try to get the most out of the last couple days here in this wonderful city. Excuse you. As for my next upload, I'm gonna try to get it up next Sunday, but we'll see about that. I'm not gonna hold myself to anything. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching this video. I love you, and I'll see you all in the next one. Toodles.